Yes, sir. I'm also interested to give the second paper, but I have a lot of confusions, like
Okay,
which to attempt and
I see. Okay, yeah, let's get that clarified. Two exams on a day, instrumentation easy is first. What should I do? Skip that and just give BM. Okay, no, BM is one day, instrumentation is later or on some other day. Okay, give that exam for fun. Focus, put all your focus on BM. Based on whatever you learn on BM, try to give that exam. Okay, don't waste learning additional subjects here, other than perhaps practicing PYQs. That was the second thing. Then forget these two papers, Excel paper and all that, forget that. There is BT paper, forget that. And then within BM, we know the important subjects. Okay, first thing medical imaging, second thing core subject bioinstrumentation. Biomechanics is easy, we'll cover that up. So three main core subjects. Then non-core subjects, electrical circuits, control systems are easy and has intersection with other papers. Learn that first. Signals and systems, analog and digital electronics are hard, math intensive, but we'll also prepare for that because we have a lot of time. Other subjects, of course, we won't leave them. We will certainly brush through them. Last year, that is in 2021, Gates said you could give two papers. So biomedical engineers had only one choice, that is biotechnology. And so there they asked me, should I give both papers? Should I focus? How should I prepare for biotechnology? The answer was very, very clear. Forget biotechnology. Biotechnology syllabus is very different from biomedical syllabus. Focus on one. Don't even attempt biotechnology. Okay, that was the answer last year. But this year we have more options. So now the answer will likely be different, and it depends on your current background, which is what I want to address before even we get started with core subjects. So first, let's get let's see where the class is. What do you think? Okay, so we have this option. So how many of you are wondering about giving one more paper? First thing, notice, so you have to pay the GATE application fee twice. So usually like 1,500 for this and 1,500 for more additional paper. How many of you are thinking about giving two papers?
yes, sir. I'm also interested to give the second paper, but I have a lot of confusions, like which to attempt and
I see. Okay, yeah, let's get that clarified. Okay, so my first suggestion would be to GATE syllabus already watched. Okay, so focus on one thing, biomedical. Okay, and so biomedical has its own advantages as well as disadvantages. Okay, first of all, biomedical. This is easy. Okay, the syllabus is really easy compared to some of the other subjects. The top, the maximum marks they score is still less because there is some uncertainty about the syllabus. But the syllabus is actually very easy, first thing. And then less number of students give this exam, so it's easy to top biomedical paper compared to other papers. Less number of students. Okay, and and we also we have in-house expertise, and we know pretty much all the loopholes in biomedical. So we have a lead and we know how to maintain that lead. So we have our experience also here. Okay. So your focus should clearly be on this biomedical. Okay. Spend all your time learning this very well itself is going to be it's going to consume a lot of your time. Put all your effort on that. Having said that, okay, there are reasons to give another paper. One is BM syllabus Okay, covers lot of IN and easy. So just if you focus on BM syllabus, prepare for it very well. You can reasonably score well in IN, easy and all. That is the first thing. So at this stage, if any of you is wondering, just read BM properly. Spend all your time on that. That itself has sufficient intersection between IN and easy. So forget preparing for IN and easy other than taking some mock test. In fact, in our syllabus we have some plans to take IN and easy mock test. So other than taking mock test, you don't have to do anything additional. Just go write the exam. This is for everyone. And if anyone wants to try the second paper, we have this notion of redundancy, right? What if for some reason on that 3 hours on the day of the exam, during those 3 hours of biomedical, I don't perform well? Some redundancy will help, right? So this is one reason everyone should consider giving one more subject. Which subject, I'll come to that. Okay, third aspect, make sure if you attempt the second paper, you give it for fun. The second paper in no way should interfere with your performance in biomedical. See, the first paper is in the morning, you go give it. Biomedical is in the afternoon. You are tired in the morning, and then you also didn't prepare for that. That should certainly not affect your biomedical performance. So if you give this, certainly give it for fun. Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
sir, majorly it's like instrumentation paper and biomedical paper, like majorly coincide on the same day.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
sir, like, and the first there will be paper of instrumentation. That is, I have seen the pattern. They, no matter what, they mostly set paper of like instrumentation in the morning and biomedical in the afternoon. Sir,
Mhm.
like, then how will manage, like, first sitting in 3.5 hours, like our mind will like go off. Then what? Then how will like focus on biomedical? Like if
Uh-huh.
it will be in the afternoon.
Okay,
Actually, I
just give
was
me 1
concerned
second.
about this issue the most. That what if the papers coincide on the same day? So it would be very difficult to manage two papers on the
Uh-huh.
same day.
Yeah.
That was the major issue that I was like having confusion with.
Okay. So further, the answer is clear. If they happen to coincide on the same day, keep your focus on biomedical. Just go for that. Skip the first paper. Even if you have paid 1,500 rupees, forget that paper. Focus on biomedical.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's a clear answer. But on the other hand, say IN and easy or is the second paper of the day. No, you might as well go sit there. Just try to refresh. Give the exam. This is where I meant. If you give the exam, it should be for fun.
Yeah, just for fun, just as you have mentioned.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, that clearly answers your queries, confusions regarding this.
So majorly we should go for instrumentation, right? Because instrumentation syllabus is majorly matching biomedical syllabus as
Mhm.
compared to EC.
Yes, I will come to that point next. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Whether should you? Okay. First thing is, I wanted to resolve. Okay, focus on BM and always afford to skip other papers if there is a need. Hold on to BM. That is my first message. Then of course we have the second question. Should I take IN or easy? Let's also take a look at it. Okay. Okay. We have the major subjects here. We have biomedical syllabus, whether subject is there in biomedical or not. Then we have electronics and communication. Then we have instrumentation engineering. Then we have a couple of other columns. Okay. The Excel paper has chemistry. Okay. Certainly not in picture. Forget it. Then BT, it's not at all related to biomedical syllabus. Biotechnology has a lot of common things with biomedical, tissue engineering, genetic engineering. The tissue engineering, there is a lot of overlap, but unfortunately, the syllabus doesn't overlap at all. This is essentially biology, microbiology, this biology, that biology, everything biology. Okay, genetic engineering, this engineering. So forget BT. You don't even have to waste time looking at what a BT syllabus is. So this is out of question. Out of question. Okay. At this point, what everyone here should consider is this exam. That is IIT JAM Statistics. Okay. The reason being, IIT JAM Statistics, the syllabus is essentially just has one thing, that is engineering math. Whatever is there in math, that is only there in JAM Statistics. So we learned math, at least the basics, having solved so many problems. That is actually sufficient to perform very well in JAM Statistics. We have some data from last year, and also the competition there is very, very less. And then statistics has a lot of scope, much higher scope compared to biomedical. Okay, we have a lot of interest in biomedical, but scope-wise, statistics certainly has a higher scope. Even if you want to stick to biomedical, there are interdisciplinary fields like bioinformatics, things like that, where you can get a seat or a degree. And this is certainly not going to overlap with GATE exam. So always give JAM Statistics. If you have been comfortable with math, okay, unless math is really bothering you, everyone here should certainly give JAM Statistics. That is the real redundant exam we have here. The redundancy is not between BM, ECIM. The redundancy is between BM and JAM Statistics. Okay, so this is our redundant exam. Redundancy. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So apply for this. Again, keep track of the things and all the dates and all that. Apply for it, and it won't coincide with GATE. And you can perform very well in GATE. So competition is also low, and you can hang on to biomedical if there is a need. Bioinformatics and all that still there. Okay. Now let's get to differences between biomedical, electronics, and instrumentation. Okay. So,
sir, where in the in the GATE, the official website, JAM stat is not given as an option. There is
no. JAM stat is a completely different exam. It's not a GATE. It's a different exam.
Okay.
But in that exam, you can get MTech biostatistics, bioinformatics, and all that.
Like, if we'll give this JAM stat exam, so will we get admission in IITs?
Yeah. IIT, it's IIT JAM Statistics. It is not JAM Statistics. It's actually IIT, like IIT JEE. This is IIT JAM, and in IIT JAM there are many papers: math, physics, chemistry, statistics, and all that. In that, math paper is very hard. Okay, don't go there. Statistics paper, interestingly, is very easy. Okay. And it doesn't have to do with it is not focused on statistics. It is focused on engineering mathematics. That is the beauty. Okay, so you are not competing with statisticians, and you already know all these things.
Sir, but if you give this JAM stat, so we can only go for MTech in statistics or maths related fields. We can't apply for biomedical MTech, right?
Yeah. See, that is what I am telling you. First of all, you do this for a redundancy, and honestly, statistics has a higher scope. First thing, okay, and there are some seats that you can get through JAM Statistics that are very much biomedical. I think IIT-B has a bioinformatics program. Bioinformatics is essentially, you like some computations, math, it's bioinformatics. Okay, that's essentially biomedical. So there are programs like that, which JAM Statistics will open up doors. Say, just in case during the GATE exam you have a upset stomach, right? You are not able to. You have a headache. You are not able to perform well. That is a redundancy we are referring to.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a redundancy we are referring to, and we know competition is very less. We have prepared for it, and we also have some data on we can do relatively well to get a seat. Some basic level comfort with math that you have, just go give the seat. Yeah, that is important. Basic level comfort with math. You don't like math, skip this exam. We'll have to, you don't like math, you have to give between BM and IM. So that's my second answer. I am slightly not confident about math. I am already giving biomedical exam. What should I choose as the second paper? It is instrumentation. One reason being, electronics paper is more math oriented compared to instrumentation. Here they will have lots of theory questions. What kind of sensor here? What kind of how do you measure this, that, and all that. So you can get away with some random guesses and multiple choice questions. But electronics and communication is heavily math oriented. So whether you like math or not should easily distinguish whether you are giving second paper as IN or easy. Okay, so that also clearly answered this question. Okay, between easy IN, which one should I pick? Everyone has a clear answer on that. See, the nice thing about IN easy is one is it's a nice thing, one is it's you could see it as a bad thing. In biomedical, if we get 60, you are in single digit rank. In easy IN, if you get 60 out of 100, you are roughly in the top 100, top 200. Sometimes it gets further, but 60 plus is a decent score. Here 45 plus is a decent score. Okay, so that difference is there. So here we are looking at 45 plus. Here at least 40 plus this year is a decent score. 35 was like the borderline case last year. So 40 to 45 is what bare minimal you should be aiming for. IN and easy, it's approximately 60 plus. We already roughly covered 28 marks. So rest 72 marks, where do we get? Okay. First, let's look at biomedical. Biomedical, the answer is very, very clear. In 2020, 2 or 3 marks from control systems. 2021, there were like 8 marks from control systems. Similarly, electrical circuits, in 2020, there were like 3 marks or 4 marks. In 2021, they gave like again 8 marks or something like that from electrical circuits. Okay, so the weightage between the subject varies a lot, except for one, that is medical imaging. One place where we have lots of real world application, biomedical jobs, medical imaging. That subject they ask a lot of questions. Okay, so make sure all of you here master medical imaging. Unfortunately, the subject is very, very easy. Okay. We'll look at that in the rest of the class once we are done. Then I notice these 3 subjects. Electrical circuits is there in BM, EC, and IN. Okay, and signals and systems is also there in BM, EC, IN, and this subject. Analog and digital electronics is also there in BM, EC, IN. So if you are preparing well for these 3 subjects for biomedical, automatically you also have covered 3 important subjects in EC and IN. Okay. For that reason, I'm going to specify after you finish important biomedical subjects, that is at least medical imaging, learn this very well, learn this very well, learn this very well. All this side gets slightly messy. Measurements, control system, sensor, bioinstrumentation. Okay, it looks like there is overlap, but there is really not. The sensors is very different from, say, instrumentation sensors. So we have to be careful about it. Okay. After medical imaging, another subject where they ask a lot of questions is bioinstrumentation. And that's also, of course, we deal with a lot of medical equipments. So obviously, you could also pose a lot of questions. This is a core subject, core BM, that you have to learn. Core BM you have to learn. And then, I personally always feel questions from biomechanics is very, very easy. Once you understand that there are 5 to 10 questions they can ask again and again. Once you know that, they can only phrase the question differently. And some of them already showed up in 2020, 2021. And so this is very easy subject, not a lot of theory, at least for biomedical syllabus. So learn these two. Electrical circuits, signals and systems, analog and digital electronics. May not be highly weighted for BM, but they will help you write better and easy and I. So learn this very well. And I
think
also feel
control-
control systems is actually an easy subject. Once you know the Laplace transforms, there isn't a lot in control systems. And syllabus also mentioned basics of transfer functions. So there isn't a lot. If you understand what that is, you can answer. There are many again typical questions that show up again and again. You could answer this. Not a hard subject. Okay. So yeah, this we will anyways learn by default. Not a big deal. The other things, see, wow, HAP and all that. Even doctors don't score 100 out of 100, right? They will perhaps score 90, 95 and all that. No one scores 100 out of 100 in HAP. Okay, so not a good idea to spend a lot of time on HAP. Even some of the topics that I haven't mentioned here. Control systems. The morning I checked. I don't think that was there in instrumentation.
Sir, it is there.
It is there, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's there.
Okay, I was surprised. Okay, then of course certainly read control systems. They spoke non-core. So non-core electrical circuits, signals and systems, analog digital electronics, control systems, and math wise, signal systems is math intensive. Analog and digital electronics is like recall intensive. You have to recall a lot of things. Relatively, electrical systems is easy. Relatively, control systems is very, very easy. Okay, so first these two, then go to signals and systems in electronics. Can you about pattern of IIT Kharagpur? IIT Kharagpur pattern for biomedical, we really don't know that. Could be medical imaging intensive. IIT Kharagpur pattern. Yeah, I mean IIT Kharagpur has a special MTech on medical imaging, right? So perhaps that's why you're asking. Likely, but anyways, I said medical imaging is the first subject we should be looking at. Okay, not an issue. Electromagnetics is essentially vector calculus. Vector calculus, well, it is very, very easy to apply it to this field. Okay, so just in case you find some additional time to prepare for the second exam, don't leave electromagnetics.
And it's also a relatively easy subject, like electromagnetics.
Yeah, electromagnetics, that is correct. Relatively easy, and we have done a lot of it in high school, 12th standard and all. We have done a lot of it.
Yes,
most. Okay. So with that, any other questions here with respect to syllabus? I said a lot of details. I know that, but I was answering one question at a time. 2 exams on a day. Instrumentation easy is first. What should I do? Skip that and just give BM. Okay, no, BM is one day, instrumentation is later or on some other day. Okay, give that exam for fun. Put all your focus on BM. Based on whatever you learn on BM, try to give that exam. Okay, don't waste learning additional subjects here, other than perhaps practicing PYQs. That was the second thing. Then I said, okay, there is, forget these 2 papers. If you're not able to see, there is this Excel paper and all that, forget that. There is BT paper, forget that. And then within BM, we know the important subjects. Okay, first thing, medical imaging. Second thing, core subject, bioinstrumentation. Biomechanics is easy, we'll cover that up. Okay, again, I can back you that. So 3 main core subjects. Then non-core subjects, electrical circuits, control systems are easy and has intersection with other papers. Learn that first. Signals and systems, analog and digital electronics are hard, math intensive, but we'll also prepare for that because we have a lot of time. Other subjects, of course, we won't leave them. We will certainly brush through them. And yeah, electromagnetics at the end of the day is easy, just in case you have some additional. There is a exam different from GATE, IIT, JAM statistics. Yeah, specifically JAM statistics, give that because just engineering math. Then,
Sir? So approximately during which time is JAM conducted?
I don't know. The one of you could just Google that right now.
So
yes, Jyoti.
So IIT JAM is conducted on 13th February 2022.
IIT Jam 13th February 2022.
Yes.
I see. Okay. And okay, fine. I think still there shouldn't be likely a overlap between the two exams.
No,
And of
sir.
course,
R will be in the first 5 or 6 only day.
oh, 5th or 6th, right? The first week. Okay. Even in that case, of course, there is a overlap. You know what to do. Skip Jam statistics, focus on PM. Just in case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Great. Okay, let's get to medical imaging.